Okay, now upheaval, turmoil and revolt. That's been the story of the Punjab Congress unit for the past several months. The temporary truce reached by the High Command by making Sidhu party chief and Channi chief minister may come under strain as the party is going to announce its chief ministerial candidate tomorrow. Navjot Singh Sidhu has already fired a salvo saying the High Command wants a puppet, a weak CM. A sign perhaps that he knows that Channi has pipped him for the post. So will Sidhu revolt again? Will Sidhu fall in line? And will the Congress party once again have to give in to his tantrum? Less than 2 weeks for polling, can the Congress party even afford such discord? Political analyst Manisha Priyam joins us to deconstruct this chief ministerial conundrum facing the Congress. Manisha, good evening. Thank you so much for speaking to Mirror. Sidhu sulking is perhaps a clear indication that Channi is the chosen one?
I mean, I don't know. Sidhu is performative in whatever he does. I mean, look at it from the point of view of the Congress party. Good, bad or ugly, they had a sitting chief minister who they sidelined completely months before the election. If they had to do something, they could have done it earlier. They didn't do that. And you had the Sidhu histrionics even then. Then Channi comes in as a Sidhu man, then you still have the Sidhu histrionics. This is not the end of the story. There's Sunil Jakhar who says he has the maximum number of votes. So it's clear factionalism that's out completely. We are into the election. It's not like even the 11th hour. This is more than when the clock has already struck 12. Now, what the Congress party is doing, where is the high command now, who's listening to whom, one doesn't know. Clearly, the chief minister, Captain Amrinder Singh, who exit, listened to no high command. He left the political party. He was a part of you. And now you've got Navjot Singh Sidhu, who was first there and now here. Even if his man is appointed, he does not listen to you. So I don't know what the political smartness in giving into Sidhu was, but as a common citizen of this country, I do not see any coherent lesson coming out of the Congress camp. It's going on crumbling the moment they're moving into elections. And that's for the Congress party. I mean, it's for them to think they will be completely decimated if this is how they approach the elections.
But Manisha, is it a catch-22 for the Congress party? Because here they stuck their neck out, they backed Sidhu over Amrinder Singh. Now if they remove him, now if they say no, then that means, they made a wrong decision initially. But at the same time, do they really need Sidhu or can they buckle under pressure again?
No, they have no choice except to just keep listening to Sidhu. Because that's what they heard in the first go. That's what they heard when they appointed Channi. Now, so will it be a Congress party that will see two chief ministers having gone within a month or two of the elections? That's the clear thing. I mean, there's Sunil Jakhar by the sidelines. Remember, if the Congress doesn't keep its house in order, the picture that I've seen is that this type of a big asset, if they if they're not able to manage it well, it's something that the BJP will pick up, right? So it's for the Congress party to think about this. There's been RPN Singh, there's been a Madhav Sindhia, there's been Goa in front of you. These are all, the past scripts that the Congress has. There seems to be no lesson they've learned out of all this.
Yeah, you say no lesson learned, but if you could just go into what Sidhu has actually said, that the High Command wants a weak CM, they want somebody who is a puppet they can control. At a larger level, not just Punjab, but at an overall national level, is this something that the High Command has been falling victim to?
This is speaking over the High Command, really. They had a Captain Amrinder Singh that the High Command never got.
No, but can they not? That was my question. Can the Congress or do they deliberately ensure that there are people not like Amrinder Singh who will hold their ground, who will question them, or who will say, I have enough supporters to go off on my own?
Yeah. I mean, that's clearly the situation. I mean, in the days to come, I will not be surprised if there are more exits from the Congress party. Whether they join Amrinder Singh or they go the BJP way or they go to the Aam Aadmi party, that I do not know. But there will be more exits from the Congress party.
Mm-hmm. Manisha, just one final question. The chief ministerial candidate is going to be announced tomorrow. Like I said, it is all indication that it is going to be Channi. If it actually comes to a SWOT analysis between Channi and Sidhu, who is the one that really trumps politics and this bickering aside?
Channi, that they have to back now. They made him the chief minister. Sidhu had concurred that he will be the chief minister. Whatever sulking there was initially, they kind of went along with it. If they make a mistake on Channi, the huge Dalit vote bank will be up for takes, right? So they've got to manage a Sunil Jakhar, they've got to manage a Channi, they've got to manage a Sidhu, and they have to deal with the losses of Captain Amrinder Singh. Do you think this is a good table to look at? It's a very difficult situation, and they've kept on increasing their own levels of difficulty one after the other. That's what I can see. It's not just Channi, it's not just Sidhu. Sunil Jakhar by the side, Amrinder Singh you've lost. Two people who are together by making Channi chief minister. Now Sidhu and Channi don't get along very well. There's Manish Tiwari, whatever his stature is in Congress politics. I mean, he keeps tweeting every day. So there's more noise that's happening outside than the management that may be going on inside.
Mm-hmm. Well, Manisha, yes, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Several of the Congress's problems are self-created, self-goals. They've allowed the situation to meander for far too long. They haven't intervened with the iron fist that perhaps was needed. And will they allow things to continue? Will there be another revolt on the cards for the Congress if Sidhu says it has to be me and no one but me?